Vice Chair Humphries. Here. Commissioner Lukenda. Here. Commissioner Petco. Here. Commissioner Matlos.
Here.
Commissioner Orlean. Here. Commissioner Manuzza. Absent.
Since we have so many people from the public, Commissioner Lukenda asked if we could change around our agenda and allow the public to speak, so that's what we're going to do. So when you're ready to speak, you just go up to the podium. Anybody like to speak? Anything you like?
I don't know what are we supposed to say?
We are now in public session, so the public can make any comment they wish. This is the public portion of the meeting.
What are we supposed to say?
Whatever you want to say.
Tell them anybody wishes.
This is the public portion of the meeting. You can say anything that you need, you want to say. And if you don't have anything to say, you can sit down. You don't have to say anything.
Well,
No, it's okay. I don't know. There we are. Yeah. Now you're supposed to have some complaint or something?
It's up to you. Really, Diane.
Oh, all right. Well, I read many meetings, so I know, but it takes a little time, all right? I want to complain about the garbage. In our floor, I think there's other people too. In our garbage room, there's a little box, a little square box. Okay. Everything and anything is thrown in there. I go in and clean it because I'm near the garbage. So can something or somebody say something to these people that they throw out regular garbage and not just stuff that you shouldn't be throwing in there? If you get a box or something, you should fold it and throw it out. But there's food and there's all kinds of stuff and we don't need any more bugs.
What floor and what building?
Third floor and 15. Yeah, there's another one. I had a stroke, so I don't remember.
1551.
So what can I tell you?
1551.
1551. There you go. All right, that's one of the big things on our floor. I don't. There's probably other things, but I can't think of it right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Good afternoon or evening. My name is Clarice Patterson. About 2 or 3 months ago, we received a notice at 1551 Deer Avenue about asbestos and the part of the building that they're working on. My question is to you, if that part of the building had asbestos, how would we know it's not in our building, in our apartments?
What's your address and what's the building?
1551 Deer Avenue. We received a notice about 3 months ago about asbestos being on the part of the side of the building what they're working on. And my question again, how we know it's not in our building, in our apartment where we staying in? No one came in to check, as far as I know. And no one has said anything else to us.
And who sent out the letters? I mean, we don't have.
I assume, I don't know if it's management.
Or the office? Somebody did.
Yeah, management.
Chairman, management can respond.
The asbestos that was found on the other side of the building is minuscule. It is in the mastic, which is the adhesive that they use to put the tiles down, and that's why they needed to send the notice to you. As long as your floors are in good shape, that mastic is safe, and there's nothing for you to worry about as far as asbestos dust or anything. but they need to let you know ahead of time that they're going to be doing this procedure because of what was found.
Yes, they did give us notice that they're gonna do it ahead of time. And I've been in the building for some time. I don't know, how do I know my floor is in good condition?
Well, your tile is in place and everything is fine, right?
I'm not an examiner. I can, I'm
But
not an examiner. I can't
you don't
look
need-
at it
you don't
and tell
need to be-
it's in the place.
you don't
I would
need
like
to
have
be
good
an
tile,
examiner
but I
to
can't
see your
tell you.
tile on the
I
floor.
couldn't answer that because I'm not an expert.
Is your tile down and secure? As far as you know, is your tile down and secure?
I guess it is. I'm not an expert. I can't answer that question.
Then
It's down.
it's okay.
What it is it's in the glue that's used to lay down the tiles. So what happens is when there's construction and they have to disturb those tiles, they have to take the tiles up basically, that's where they test for things like that. And because it was found at such a low grade, it's still within the parameters that require abatement to remove it. So there's gonna be contractors that are gonna come in, they're gonna seal off everything, and then they're gonna do the removal. But by law, we have to let you know about it.
Yes, but I'm just concerned to
Yeah.
make sure asbestos is not in our apartment
Yeah.
or, it could, spread as they removing it.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
just
going
a
to be
concern that I'm,
well contained, because that's part of the whole remediation
okay, I
process.
just want it on record. Okay, thank you.
They're gonna send a notice too when they start to abate that. They're gonna send another notice when they actually start to do the rest of the building,
Okay. I thought
that,
they
on
already
that
did.
side.
Okay.
Because they only did a few floors just so they could put the hoist in.
Any more questions?
Hi, my name's Missouri, and I'm not skipping over what you need to be done in your apartment or anything. I just want to know, the basic, who's gonna take over this Ferguson place? We are left in the blind right now. Who could we complain to? Kathy? Yes. Adele? Yes. But how can I get the answer back? Who's gonna work it out? We are left so much in the blind after she left. Now, my Ann Ferguson, and nobody sent a notice about, you gonna have a meeting on who's gonna be the new director of take over Ann Ferguson place. And I would like, say for instance, it's not me, I'm just using myself as an example. I know the peoples, I know the building, and I know what they're capable of doing and asking. And to answer the question, if you know the tenant, you most likely can solve the problem. So that's what I want to know and hear for tonight. Okay? Get on my mind. That's all. You want? Come on. No answer?
Hello, my name is Barbara Lewis. I live in 1601 Dale Avenue, apartment 209. And to pick up where Ms. Ann was just talking about with Ms. Ferguson leaving, not only that, we would like to know, as tenants in this building, what is going to happen to the workers here? Because, excuse my expression, we have some damn good workers in this building. They break their necks to help us. They do whatever they can do to help us. And any time that Ms. Ferguson wasn't here, we could always go to Kathy. Kathy always made time for anybody. The workers always made time for anybody. So that's what I thought this meeting was about, to let us know what is going on in the building. And it's, you know, we're tired of walking around here in the dark about, nobody is saying anything about nothing. We need to know what's going to happen to our good workers here in the building. And anytime we call over to the other building, if we have to call Sal, Tommy, or George, they come over and they look on the camera to see what's going on in the building, in the hallways at night, because you know what? This gate back here has been broken for so long. Any and everybody comes through that gate. All hours of the night, the gate slams, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The gate is not locked. That is not protection for us, for somebody to come. And not only that, it's not protection for those who have to park their cars back there. I don't drive, but you don't never know who's in the parking lot when you come in from work. Thank you.
My name is Tammy Steiner, Livingston, 804. I just want to know, now, I pay my rent to the younger, now, do we still pay the rent to the office? Yeah, okay. Now, another thing I want to find out is what's going to happen to the building? Are we still all gonna be here, or with the new person? Yeah. Okay. All right, and we do. And, no, nobody told us nothing. Nobody told us nothing about Miss Ferguson retiring or nothing. I didn't know anything about it until somebody told me. We didn't get no notice, we didn't get nothing. And that's very strange, because we get every notice, every notice on the door. We didn't get no notice, we didn't get no announcement, nothing. So, I mean, you know, if the person takes over, we're still here, right?
Yes, I just want you all to know, just because Ann has retired doesn't mean anything's gonna happen to you guys. You'll all be good, you know, it's not gonna affect the tenants in any way, shape, or form. As far as announcing Ann's retirement, that was her personal choice. She did not want anything.
I bet you.
She didn't even want us to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, so she, you know, when Ann tells you, I'll kill you, you gotta kind of take that to heart. So, I tried to tell her, she tried to say she was gonna walk out if we had anything, and I told her she can't walk that fast. So, but then she said she'll just kill me. So, anyway, that's why that was her personal choice. You know.
There's another thing I want to bring up, is that when this person comes in, okay, in the building, is our rent going to be the same?
Well, your rent is based on your income.
I know, but
It's always based on your income.
But when the person comes in, is our rent going to be the same? I pay $274. Is that going to be the same?
The rent calculation is based on the federal requirements, so that's never gonna change. Your rent will always be based on your income.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I know, you're gonna raise a hand.
No, it mine. I'm asking about this parking lot.
Marty Brand, I'm right next door there, 206, 1551. You send the notice around that your registration, insurance, everything has to be correct, okay? My stuff is correct. I don't feel that I have to come in here and park all the way the hell down the end by the garbage house because somebody's in here, their car ain't been inspected in over a year. And they sit right here in the front in the candy cap. So if you want my stuff correct, everybody else's stuff should be correct, okay? So that's up with the parking lot. You understand, right is right, okay? Thank you.
Just to clarify, Marty.
Yes.
With your insurance and registration, you know, that's something that obviously you have to provide for us. But when it comes to your car's inspection, we have no control over that.
Well, when
Because
is
it's
it
one, I mean, even though you're by law, it's your responsibility once you renew your registration to go get your car inspected. So we can't make you go get your car inspected.
But what about when it's not up to date? If you don't have it registered, your paperwork is not correct. You still got last year's paper.
No, when your inspection and registration are due for renewal, you should get a notice on your rent that states that.
Mhm.
So, and it's a reminder basically saying when your renewal comes in, give us a copy of it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I got mine correct, but there's some cars sitting out there from last year, they got reject stickers on the car.
Well, that's all, that's all about inspections, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to, they should know to take it to inspection once you get your registration renewed, but some people.
Because I thought everything's supposed to be correct when you're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So you got a big reject sticker, and you from last year, and I don't go and get inspected to 25, I mean, it should be out on the street. Okay.
You gotta come back up to the microphone, Missouri.
Thank you, Kathy. I didn't mean no harm.
I know.
There was a notice on my door this afternoon stating that they needed my new registration. Now, I gave that registration to Samantha 2 months ago. As soon as I got it, I said, make the copy. If I don't have it within 10 days, my car's supposed to be towed? I don't think so. And I did not see her to let her know that she has it already. It don't expire until 2024. So, they sent it. Samantha, this young lady that works in the office. So, I'm not sure. On the street, but that way, she has the new registration for my car. Because she made a copy. Matter of fact, I have it. And it don't expire to 2024. And I gave it to Samantha.
Well, it's either the insurance and registration, we don't have a current copy of it.
And everything.
It doesn't say that your car will get towed.
As long as they don't touch it, it's towed. And I'm not parking on the street because
You
I
got
know my
cars sitting there
stuff is
over
right.
here, still sitting there. Did you have that shit? They don't do nothing.
So,
Missouri comes to me tomorrow.
yes,
Okay,
thank you.
They're sitting there over there.
Cause it's staying there and don't even move.
Yeah.
I got one more question. I don't know what you call it. What's that stuff that's on the, in 1551, the stuff on the ceiling? I mean, on the ceiling. And, but then, and it keeps falling. I have to clean that every day. And they said, I asked somebody, and they said, it's the soil. I mean, it's the humidity. Humidity is making that fall. Is that going to stay like that?
No.
You know what I mean?
We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, because, and it's papery like, I mean.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I have a green carpet, so naturally it shows up. But it's all over the place, All right? That's one of the only things that I.
Yeah, I'll come and take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay, baby. Here, do your thing.
I'm gonna give it to them.
All right, give it to them. I got you back.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Kathy. I'm Ray. Hello, everybody. I live in 419, okay, on the 4th floor. What I want to know, if somebody's watch who's coming in and out, not too long ago, okay, not too long ago, I was in the hallway. Was 4:45, this guy came in, he rang the bell, they let him in, he didn't send no book. When he came down with a big backpack, okay? That's number one. Number two, another lady came down. She went where the mailbox it is, look in the package. But when she saw that me and another lady that was there, she came out from this door. She made believe that she went to smoke, okay? I don't think so. Everybody knows what's going on. Over here, they're moving one person and they got two persons living in the apartment. Okay? 417. There's people coming in and out, in and out. And they make so much noise that it's unbelievable. Okay? Now, did anybody see this? I don't think so. Okay?
I don't look things up.
Like they said, you know with who you sleep with? That's the same thing. Do you know what's going on in this building? The other day, this young fellow with the long hair, right in front of the door, smoking. Nobody says anything because they're afraid. He's young. Or maybe, they're gonna get me. Okay? So what's going on over here? Am I saying the truth or not? Did anybody knows what's going on over here?
No, we live over there.
Yeah.
We live over there.
People over there, great. Kathy, I know that you're gonna be good. Okay? As the President of the United States, you're gonna make this building a better building. And you too, Ray. Okay? You deserve the best too. So I hope that this will open the people's eyes. Okay? We don't know who lives over here, who does not live here. This has to be checked out. You know, the other night, this guy came with the door, the lady next door to me. Instead to ring a bell at 2:30 in the morning, he rang the people across their apartment. Eh?
You wrong, Bell?
Yeah, even with the bar on and everything. Maybe they will make a coochie. I don't know. Okay? But that lady next door to me, you should know what it is. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Start to watch.
Anyone else?
Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Don't be scared. Speak up. Speak up.
Come on, Shirley.
I'm not sure you.
You gotta go microphone. You can't hear you.
We want to hear too.
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't hear you.
Excuse me, sir.
But then you go to the mic. You go to the mic. You go to
Any other questions?
We know what she's saying. We have a meeting. No, but you should follow the rules.
Because I am here. Pissing me off. I can't talk to you, but I cannot talk to everybody. Don't you ever.
We want to hear what you have to say, that's all.
I'll tell you.
All right, what is it?
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Come on, I'll tell you.
She don't. I'm not tell her how.
You don't want me to tell?
Because she don't.
Tell us what it is.
I'll tell you. What you want to know?
Please tell one of my guys, tell them.
I'll tell them.
No, about the,
I'll tell them.
I
can't
I'll
talk.
talk to you.
That's fine.
I'll help you, Shirley. I'll help you. Don't get yourself worked up. I'll tell them. What do you want to tell them? Okay, don't get yourself worked up. Okay, don't get yourself worked up.
Any other comments from the public?
Don't get yourself upset, baby, you'll have a heart attack.
Does anybody else have anything to say? Last call for public comments. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Joanne? What was she saying?
I don't know.
Shirley?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say it.
What
Can
she
you
was
say it,
talking
Marcia?
to?
She was talking about the door.
What?
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Missouri wants to know what you were saying, so tell us, ladies, so she.
I'll tell you. Want me to tell them?
She or
That's all right, I'll tell her.
Tell us.
I will tell her later.
She'll tell you. It's fine.
We're okay?
It's okay.
All right, at this time, we're going to go into closed session for attorney-client information, procurement, and personnel issues. Motion?
Section of the meeting.
Exit closed session.
Look at the camera people. Oh, there you go.
They should have taken what happened before we got in here.
Yes.
Senior citizen, and we Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Lukenda?
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Commissioner Petco?
The board adjourned to closed session to discuss legal matters of attorney-client privilege and personnel matters, the details of which will be made public. The board had just adjourned, as you know, to closed session. The board had adjourned to closed session to discuss legal matters of attorney-client privilege and also personnel matters. We are now back in open session. As a result of the discussion in closed session, I'm going to read a resolution that the chair is directed to be presented before the board. This is a consent resolution. The resolution is to conclude by mutual consent the contract currently in place between the Housing Authority of the City of Linden and Government and Fiscal Affairs, and to also appoint Jerry Volpe to serve as the part-time interim executive director of the Linden Housing Authority at a salary of $106,750 at a rate of 20 hours per week. An additional condition of this interim director position is that he will not be eligible to apply for the permanent position when it is advertised and put out to the public. Is there a motion?
Who is that?
Make a
Who is that?
motion.
I don't know
We don't know who it is.
Is there a second?
Yes, second motion?
Okay, say. Who is it?
We have to finish the motion.
Oh, that's all.
And roll call vote.
Chairman Infante?
Yes.
Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Lukenda?
Absolutely not.
Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Commissioner Petco?
I abstain.
And Commissioner Mensah is
An
absent. Go ahead.
An additional resolution of the board is to approve that the chairman, the interim executive director, accountant, counsel, deputy director, all be authorized to take any necessary action to convert all of the housing authority's interfaces with HUD, the state of New Jersey, and bank accounts, and make any necessary changes in order to allow the housing authority to continue all of its operations uninhibited. Is there a motion?
Motion?
Second.
And roll call. This is just to allow everyone to take the necessary steps, working with Mr. Volcari, Deputy Director Sanders, to work with HUD and the banks to transition everything in light of Ms. Ferguson's retirement.
Who is everyone again?
All staff.
Chairman Infante?
Yes.
Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Lukenda?
No.
Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Commissioner Petco?
Yes.
And Commissioner
And those are all the resolutions before the board for this evening. There is one more item of new business which the accountant would like to report on. Very briefly, as you heard earlier, he has prepared our capital fund plan, which must be submitted to HUD by the end of October. And I'd like to make sure that you're both aware you're going to be receiving a copy of that, and it will be on the October agenda. The reason why it's a particularly important matter is because there is a HUD deadline at the end of the month to submit. And so it will be on the agenda that we have, I believe, at the end of the month, Kathy, at the board meeting. If you have any questions, once you receive it, you can call Mr. Bulgari about it. Is there any other business before the board? Or we can entertain a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? None opposed. We are adjourned.
Can't ask anything? Have been here, because we can't hear.